welcome to JS Tech. In this session, we are going to discuss how to add CP and WC user comments to XV6 OS. Here, we are creating two C program files. One is cp.c and wcuser.c, and we are linking these two files with our XV6 OS such that if we implement these two commands, they should run as per the own commands. Actually, cp command nothing but in Windows we use Control C Control V for copying text from one file to another file, right? In the same way, in terminal or in any Linux systems we use cp command for copying the text. So here we are going to design a command that is cp in C program, and we are linking to the xv6 image and we are implementing. Actually, I am using putty as a virtual Linux machine. If you want, you can use your own Ubuntu, and also if you want to use the same putty, we have already made a installation video and how to clone this xv6 OS from GitHub. You can check that. Now we'll start implementing the cp command. Okay, first I'm going to the xv6 image. I named it as xv62. Okay, cd is nothing but change directory, means cd is a Linux command which is used to change directory. ls is a command which is used to list all the files and directories in that location. Okay, cd space xv62 is nothing but I am changing my directory to the xv6. If your xv6 means if your xv6 image name is xv6 means you have to write as cd space xv6 itself, but my xv6 image name is xv62, so I wrote xv6 space cd space xv62, and then I listed all the files in that xv6 image. Okay, here there is no cp command and wc user command, so we have to create both the commands and we have to link that. So to create any cp we use actually touch space file.c or file.txt to create any files. Okay, to create any directories we use mkdir, which is already in this xv6, but here we are creating any one C program file, right? So to create and to open, nano command is also can be used, so I used nano space cp.c. Okay, if we write this, our C program file will be opened. Actually, I have written all the code in the notepad document. I'll share this whole code in the description, you don't worry. You copy there and paste it in this C program file. You just right click on this terminal, the code will be pasted automatically. Okay, don't change anything. Here I have a small mistake, hash include stat.h, right? You erase that and write user.h, that is a small mistake. I have updated the code after execution. Okay, now we'll discuss the code once. Int main is the main function from where the execution starts, and the variables are source fd, target fd, read flag, write flag. The variables nothing but source fd nothing but source file, target fd is nothing but target file, read flag is nothing but reading the text from the source file, write flag is nothing but writing the text to target file. That's it. Okay, source see here, source fd is a variable which is used to open the source file. Okay, once check it. Okay, and we also check that, means here there is a if statement below the source fd, right? So that is used to print the error, means when the source fd line, source fd variable doesn't compiles, we should return an error, right? So that error is this printf statement. This is also called as exception handling, right? in Java or C or anything, we use exception handling. So if any exception rises, we use exception handling, means error raising. Next we will go for RD flag, which is used for reading, and then reading the text from the source flag. And also with if any error rises, it arises an exception. Then next, target file, open the target file, and if any error arises, return the error. And at last we are writing the text to the target file. Okay, now if that doesn't compiles, then it should also return some error. Then next, at last we are closing both the source file and target file, and at last we are returning 0. Then after completing the code, just press Ctrl X, which is used to exit, and also Y to save the file, and click enter. So our file is saved successfully. Now we have just created a C program file, that is cp.c. Now we have to link this with our xv6 OS, right? So first we'll clean our xv6 image. So for that we use make clean command. Okay, make clean. Okay, our xv6 image is up to date. Then next use make, and now we'll open our make file emulator, not emulator. Now we will open make file, which is used to link our cp.c program with our xv6 image. In this make file, we should means we should do two changes. The two changes are, we should include the cp.c in user programs and also in extras. User programs are nothing but, in our Windows we have user means users, right? In C drive, in C drive we have users. In the same way, in this xv6 also user programs are there. Any command which is written in this user program will be the executable. So we have to include any executable file, means which we are going to create. Any command which we are going to create should be added in these user programs. Now we will enter cp and backslash. That's it. Now we also should enter in extras. Okay, search for the extras, see their extras, then add at last, that is cp.c. Okay, now here click Ctrl X, Y and enter to save our file. Then now we have to check our file is compiled correct or not, right? So make Qminox is an emulator which is used to check the compilation and also to run our cp command. Okay, see here our code is compiled successfully. Now we'll list all the files which can be executable. Okay, these are the comments which are present till now in our xv6. Okay, cp, see here cp command is added in this, so we'll use that. So means cp command is nothing but copying text from one file to another file, right? So for that we should create a file, that is f1.txt. To create a file we use here cat command, cat right angular bracket, and f1.txt is used to create f1.txt and open that. Actually we have many commands like touch and nano also, but in this cat is most preferable. I think nano doesn't works here. Okay, use the cat command itself, cat right angular brace and f1.txt. See here it opened. Now we'll text something. Okay, that written text will be entered into f1.txt. Okay, I'm writing welcome to JS Tech. Okay, and also in the second line, this is a session. This is session on adding commands to xv6 OS. Okay, see I have texted something in a f1.txt. To come out that file we should click Ctrl D. Okay, we see here, see the dollar symbol that represents we are present in the Huminox emulator, or else we are present in some file. Okay, now we are there. The syntax for cp command is cp space source file space the target file. Okay, cp space source file space the target file. Okay, cp command copies the text from the source file and enters it into the target file. So our source file is f1.txt and our target file is f2.txt. You will be surprised that f2.txt is not created, but cp command will create, automatically creates f2.txt and copies the text into f2.txt. Click enter. See here our command compiled successfully. Now once open f2.txt and check whether it is copied successfully or not. Cat space f2.txt is used to open that file. Okay. See, welcome to JSTrick. This is session on adding commands to XV6 OS. cp command worked successfully. By this, we added cp command to our XV6 OS. Okay. Now we'll check with WC user also. Okay. For exiting from this Huminox emulator, we should press Ctrl A and wait for a few seconds and then print Ctrl X. See here, the program is terminated. Now we'll go for WC user. Okay, WC user is nothing but you can keep your own name. Okay, that is WC user is nothing but it's a command which is used to count the number of characters, number of words and the number of lines taken in the text. Okay, and now I created a file that is wcuser.c using the nano command, and I copied the code from the notepad and I pasted here. Okay, let's go with the code once. See, at first we are declaring the char count, word count, line count, fd, rd flag. Okay, char count is used for counting the characters, and word count is used for counting the number of words, and line count is used to counting the number of lines, and fd and rd flag. Rd flag is used to read the text from that. Fd is used to open the source file. Okay, at first we open the source file, and then if any compilation error takes place, then it should return some error, right? Exception handling. And then next rd flag is there, that is used to read the text from the source file. And then next, if any error rises, we should print some error, right? Means we should return some error, that is the if statement. And next we should run a loop for counting the characters, words and the number of lines takes. See here, I have run a loop. Char count plus plus is is counting the number of characters present in that text, and word count plus plus is counting the number of words in that, and line count plus plus is counting the number of lines in the text. At last we are closing both. We are closing the file which we opened first. Okay, fd, close fd, that closes. And then next we are printing the char count, word count and line count. Okay, we counted, then click Ctrl X and Y and enter. Okay, we have successfully created a wcuser.c. Now we'll clean our xv6 image. Okay, make clean is a command, and the next run make, and then next we should link that with our make xv6 OS, right? So open a makefile. To open makefile we use nano space makefile. We also can use vi.makefile, and we have many, right? So we can use, you can choose anything, but I prefer nano because it will be easy to all. Okay, I open, and Don't remember that we have to do two changes while adding some system calls or commands. So one is to add that in user programs, that is uprox, and the second is to add in extras. So now I am adding in uprox, that is underscore wc user backslash, and then next I am going for extras, search extra, and here we'll use we'll enter wc user dot c. Okay, the next control x y and enter. Y is for saving. Okay, it will ask yes or no. For saving we click y. Okay, now open Qminox simulator, make Qminox. See, the code has compiled successfully and emulator opened. Okay, list the files once. See here, wc user is also added to the xv6 os. Now for counting the number of words, and we should need a file, right? So I am creating a file using the same cat command. Cat forward means right angular brace f1.txt. I use the same command for creating the file, and also I'll text something in that. Okay, see here I opened f1.txt. Same, I'll text welcome to JSTech, and this is session on adding CP and WC user commands to XV6 OS. Okay, see, click on Control D to exit from this file. See here, you can see the dollar symbol that represents we are in the correct path in the emulator. Okay, now for checking, directly write wc user space the file name. The syntax is the command space the file name, wc user space the file name is f1.txt, right? Okay, then click enter. See here, you can notice that 75 characters, 14 words and 2 lines. Okay, that represents the number of words and number of characters and number of lines. That's it for today's session. Thank you guys.